Someone once asked me if I speak Japanese. I confidently answered un poquito, which means a little in Spanish. They looked at me confused and said, "That's not Japanese." And that's when I realized being multilingual changes your brain in ways that most people never talk about. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, where I sometimes document my language learning journey. Today, I want to share something I've been thinking about a lot. What does it actually mean to be fluent in a language? Most people think fluency is just one thing, like a switch that goes from not fluent to fluent. But after years of learning languages, I've realized it's actually a journey with very specific stages. And some of these stages are weird. The first stage is when consuming content in your target language stops feeling like work. You're not constantly translating in your head or pausing to look up words. You can just enjoy a movie or YouTube video without your brain scrambling for understanding. For me, this happened gradually with English. I remember the exact moment I realized I had watched an entire English movie without thinking about the language at all. This leads to stage 2, which I call language blindness. This is when you forget what language you consumed content in. This happens to me all the time now. I will be searching for a YouTube video or movie I want to rewatch, and I know exactly what it is about, but I can't remember. Was it in English? German? I understand it completely, but my brain didn't even register which language it was in. It's actually frustrating when you're trying to find something to rewatch. Stage 3 is when you start dreaming in your target language. This is huge because it means the language has moved into your subconscious mind. Your brain is creating content in that language, even when you're not consciously controlling it. Here is where it gets really interesting. Stage 4 is when you start finding words easier in your target language than in your native language. This creates some embarrassing moments. Someone once asked me how to say pig in Japanese, and my brain just wasn't having it. So I answered in Spanish instead. My multilingual brain had categorized both Japanese and Spanish as foreign languages and just grabbed the wrong one. Stage 5 is unconscious code switching, when you switch between languages without thinking about it, sometimes without even realizing you're doing it. This is what's happening in my opinion story. My brain heard, "Do you speak foreign language?" and automatically responded in foreign language mode. Just picked the wrong foreign language. The final stage is what I call fatigue-proof fluency. This is when you can speak, read, write, and think in your target language even when you're exhausted, when your eyes are barely staying open, when your mental energy is completely drained. This is true integration, when the language becomes as automatic as your native tongue, even under stress. Now, I'm curious, where are you in your language learning journey? Have you experienced one of these stages? Drop a comment and tell me, what's the weirdest multilingual brain moment you had? Have you ever dreamed in your target language? Do you have those moments where you can't remember what language something was in? I love hearing about other people's language learning experiences, so definitely share your stories. Also, what is your experience with these steps? Do you think the steps are correct, or do you have other steps in your fluency journey? Let me know, and maybe we find another step I've missed. What I find fascinating is that each of these steps represents your brain literally rewiring itself. You're not just learning vocabulary and grammar, you're fundamentally changing how your mind processes and organizes language. And here's the thing, you don't need to reach stage 6 to consider yourself fluent. If you're at stage 2 or 3, you're already doing something incredible with your brain. So be proud of wherever you are in this journey. Language learning isn't just about communication, it's about becoming a different version of yourself. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to follow along with my language learning journey. I post new videos every week about the weird, wonderful, sometimes frustrating world of language learning and other language learning facts. See you in the next video.